education and English major. People say it's like German are unfriendly. It's very. So I was preparing for abroad studies, and I think we limit ourselves by not exposing ourselves to. This is serious, like I love video cut critics. Ready?
Ready, Vaishida? Acha. So guys, welcome back to our channel once again. As I have promised you in the last video, today I have here with me Mr. Sam. Today he is ready to share with us a little bit of his story. Today's vlog will be mixed between Nagamese and English. We will be switching. Usually when I sit down with someone, I want to make the environment a little bit semi-casual. So today it will be very informal.
I love ito batan mi kulijan ito.
Yeah.
Informal kulijan.
Yeah, nakamanukan do paharalok pa siya bulo do ekta brotherhood, sisterhood.
Family, you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy that he's here. Aro tay kiman man suye mohan lo de tagina.
November, December, January, February,
Yeah.
March.
Yeah, all of the rules na.
Yeah.
Hello, Bapante!
Your bag is cute, yeah?
The bag is a present from my beautiful wife.
My husband is going to play volleyball. He plays every week, once in a week. Anyway. Sam.
Yes.
To start ko na.
Start quiz na eh.
So formally, ito Mr. Sam ase. You have seen him in many of our video. As far as I know him from this short time, he's a very, very good boy.
Thank you.
Soon going to be a man.
I think I'm a man. For me, I live like I want to live like a child and think like an old man, you know. So you know.
Yeah. So Sam, let's start with the first question.
Sure.
Can you give us a short life story about where you're from and where you studied and your work experience and stuff like that?
So I'm from Beni village, and it's in Peren district if people doesn't know, and I studied in Saint Joseph College, Jakama, and yeah.
So you did your bachelor's or master's there?
Bachelor's.
Okay.
Bachelor's I did in like education and English major.
Okay.
Yeah, and then work experience wise, I work in a 5-star luxury hotel in Mumbai for nearly a year, which is called like 4 Seasons, and after that, yeah, I plan to come here.
Okay.
In Munich.
Okay, so which means he started his working journey very, very young.
I applied for the job when I was doing my final year.
Yes.
And right after I got like, I finished my exam, I directly flew to Mumbai for the work. Yeah.
And by the way, did anyone recommended it to you that you should go to the hospitality department, or did you have this inclination towards this profession?
No, like for people who doesn't know, right now I'm in the hospitality industry, and I work like in hotels. Yeah, but then before that though, in my second year, I decided to study, like decided to do business in my life. And so after my bachelor, I was planning to do like in management, like or masters in management,
like
something.
MBA, yeah.
Yes, like I was preparing for abroad studies, and like it doesn't happen like 1-2 months prepare ko na in a job, you know, it takes like a lot of times to give this and that exams, to prepare and to search for this and that things na. So for 1 year I thought like I'll be off, break low, but at the same time also why just stay at home, but when you can also work in like another place, live in another city. So that's how I decided to work in a hotel.
Oh, so it was random, like
random,
okay. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I've never planned to work in a hotel before.
That's how
really
you got interested. Okay,
That's
wow.
how I'm studying like business in tourism right now, and yeah.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. I think it's very important to have exposure and to have experience also,
True,
because
true.
during my time bina puro lage in our masters kan pishi percentage ani lage masters tak na puro shukulo do kam na pai inala ekta mohalla mindset ekta ase like kiman puro boy tu pishi phal ena mohalla Nagaland ena mindset ase. But nowadays times are changing, and then nowadays people are really looking whether you have good experience or not. Moi phabado mohalla do Nagaland fale pishi unemployed educated youths maybe one of the reason is because they didn't have exposure during the right time.
I mean, what you say is like really true. The thing is that Nagaland wise, like there's these stereotypes where we all should after graduation should go for
Masters.
this exams or
Exams or
masters
masters,
or
yeah.
these things. So I think we limit ourselves by not exposing ourselves to
That's-
different job professions.
Opportunity.
So
Yeah.
I think it's very important to see different professions, study about different professions as a person who is also going to graduate or someone who is like that. And for me also, I came to know about hospitality and it's like very interested in hospitality only when I started to work, you know,
Yeah.
only when I get the exposure, you know.
Yeah.
And also one thing, I think of course Nagaland is very good, but it is very good to go outside of our homes to see how other peoples are doing. For me, when I see like in Mumbai, I see like a lot of people like forget about richness, but the things that they are doing, you know, and young people who are very successful, you know, and doing different kind of things and you know becoming like super successful.
Yeah.
Those things really inspires me.
Yeah, true.
And in Nagaland, we don't see a lot of those things, and we are taught like if you are like 23 or 25 or below, like you are still young, but people, if we learn how to treat them as adults, people can be like adults.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know who exactly said this, but there is a saying: if you expect someone to behave like an adult, you should also treat them like an adult. 30 years they ekta pal position they pal job pawo lage ena expect kurina 23 24 de takhan ke bacha nishna treat kruwa ena hoshigulo do the expectation and the results doesn't match na. Parents can be mohan la bacha han ge more freedom of choice diwo lage and not bond them like itu bachelor's piche de itu master's jabi no hoshigulo do exam prepare kruwe. The competition is nowadays so high, though even if you are good enough, I think nowadays good enough is not enough anymore. And you know, luck also plays a role as well, like in competitive exam. Even if you're so on top of your class, even if you do so well, I think sometimes luck is also important. But the thing is, if you want to stand on your own feet, then you have to explore the other parts, not the straight path, but also the other parts in the corners as well. And that I really like that you decided to choose this path, and today you are here. Which means you did something good. That's why you're here now.
Yeah. I think I should say that.
Yeah. Sam, apni na kina hona idea pa ishe do Germany de ayole.
Actually, the abroad studies was never in my plan. I've never thought about it, you know. But in my bachelor second years, like for me, I have like 2 younger sisters. So after my bachelor, I thought of working, and after working, I thought of like sending my sisters like abroad. Now, when I didn't really research about it, I thought like it's super expensive, and I don't think I would be able to afford and stuff and things. And so maybe if I'm not able to study, I would let my sisters let them like experience abroad studies, you know, because I find it very cool from young team channel vlogs and like a lot of people vlogs, you know. And so there was this one night, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't know. I just opened YouTube and started researching about abroad studies and stuff. And then and that's how for me also it's possible, you know. And then actually I was planning of UK at first, in England and London especially, but then as a person who loves to travel, why Germany is because like the Schengen visa, where I can travel to almost like
all the
European countries.
What about the university? Did you go to some agency or did you do everything by yourself?
I've talked with like 5-6 agencies, like consultants, and then since it's my first time, I don't want to risk it and everything. Of course, through YouTube's guides and everything, I can also learn how to do things by myself. But then I thought of going the safe way, since I didn't learn the German language, and I went through and consultant, and they were like very good and they helped me out.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about the university that you are currently studying at?
So right now I'm in like EU Business School. It's a like private institution, and it's very nice. It have like campus in Switzerland, Spain, and here in Germany. And university wise, it's a different kind of education system over here and in India, and I find it very interesting over here. And like one is na India to I just study, memorize things, and just
Theory
like, just for the exams. But here it's not about only studying, but it's about learning things and applying it in our things, like a lot of presentation, a lot of projects that I have to do with my own brain. You know?
They force you to use your brain.
Yeah,
that's true. And since it's a private, it must be expensive also, huh?
Yeah, it's like expensive comparing to India. Yeah, but of course, like if you're able to work and stuff, then you can clear up the fees like very easily.
Yeah, okay. It is a very interesting story as well about the application, about blog accounts and all. But maybe we will make that another topic because it will get so lengthy now. Yeah,
right now to talk about all this process in this video is like different thing, and it might not be interested for everyone, but if someone is interested to know about studying abroad or like studying in Germany, then maybe you can always comment down and if there are a lot of people, we can always make videos.
Specifically, maybe for those people who are interested in tourism or hospitality department. But in general, the process, the blog account, it will be the same. The process will be the same. But specifically, if someone is interested in in a university to study tourism or other related hospitality courses, then Sam is right now doing this course. So maybe you can comment down below.
I don't know whether you have talked about the public university here in your videos or not, but
my friend Tildy, he explained a little bit, but then my friend Tildy, he's doing PhD, and the process for PhD and a university study, it's quite different. The application and stuff like that, it's very different. So that one, if anyone wants to pursue PhD, then I have already a video which I made, I think a couple of months ago with a friend, a Naga friend actually, who is now doing his PhD.
So one thing is that if you study in a public university, then you don't have to pay fees. Right?
But your percentage has to be really, really high. And you need to know German, because in public universities, if your percentage is not high, like super high, and super high, we are talking about like 95% and above. Then if you're lucky, you will get universities, top universities in the world, where they offer courses in English. Otherwise, it is somehow easier to get into public universities which are taught in German, but you need to learn German and you need to prove that you have the language efficiency.
Then bisi serious jaja kani like a lot of video cut this.
So yade ai na do shocking do ki like share. Yade la cultural shock do.
Not much. I mean, of course, a lot of things are different from India and over here. But the thing is that since I researched a lot about Germany and stuff, so it didn't feel a lot of shock for me, because ini di magtera kina ajis na. But what I saw from the YouTube videos and everything is that people says like German are unfriendly. It's very hard to make a German friends, and then and German weather is cold. It's depressing. Those things. But I think at the end it's all depends upon oneself. I mean, for me, I just make random friends and like I go to a park and someone playing football, and then we play football together, and then we just connect together, and sometimes we exchange Instagrams and we hang out into a bar and to like karaoke and football and other different things. I think then it's not only about football, but if you love something, if you love doing something, I think you can find friends easily, and depending on their personality approach.
Stereotype thage, but you are very right. It depends on your interest, and it depends on you also. It has to be 50-50. You cannot just like stay unbothered and expect someone to come and make friends with you. I mean, if you are looking for friendships, as far as I have experience, here people mind their own business. They are not actually rude in the sense, but they feel like if they just come and talk to you without any reason, then you might feel offended. So maybe that's one of the reasons why they don't approach you directly to make friends. But if you approach them as per your experience also, then they are like ever ready to communicate with you. People are here a little bit reserved. It's because of the culture. Like our culture is for example, if you just meet another Naga, don't matter. You start laughing, you start joking, and then you start pulling each other's legs also, na. But here, people take time to, you know, to open up to you. And so yeah, dito na manukan pa siya straightforward ase. To kwanish na apni man friends pa siya ay ito mo dado. Oh my goodness, ito mo dado na pishik difference de. Humami na humay ko. Kila na humay na ulit tay young blood ase ko eh.
Young blood, yeah.
Ekta funny incident ko ina yada ina. Ako funny incident nas na na.
Like I started going to gym na. I can't be, you know, go bias na. To I love to gym more like no. To I started going to gym only this month and one shock was mula gym there after doing like workouts and stuff. I used to go to sauna. And sauna for people who doesn't know is like in a room where heater can about man gorom rake. Kiman degree is not
Oh,
like
pishi high. Like Delhi la ini imagine kurbi Delhi la summer la bi itula upor korom.
I mean in na soit kan ulao de ekla kena. To tate to first din de towel aro boxer khali lagai na gusisle sab manobi naked. Sab manobi nanga. Oh, ito live the first time. Ine tagan la sab dike.
Naked was you nanga wale dikyo no?
Oi, to ekta manu to ito kwe desna ekta manu to go to man da holi man. Cut.
Nakona. Ini mega ni imagine kuri lowi na.
Aro hoi ito din to inya dakse and jakali moi jaisi aro like sonate. To jaisle sab mota arjun inya dakse mukan mota inya boy daksle ekta tik maiki bi aina minina boyna सब लाई देखो तकन करने तो इन्हें रिलैक्स होना तो मैं तो अरो जिम ला लॉकर रूम कंदे भी लाइक ड्रेसिंग ला लॉकर रूम कंदे भी इन्हें लिंकता हुआ ना बिरास है मतलब तो वही something very new to me and so I feel like I'm the weird one like किले मने I was wearing my boxer and everyone is naked and I feel like I was the weird one, you know.
Holwit mula mo ta ko siya that mohan la face to ala kasuna so they will also not judge you.
But I think after going for another couple of times, I think I'll be also.
Okay. Mundo tamar sa TV.
I mean, yeah.
Tabi job ko siya 3 months bichi de naked job ko siya.
I mean, possible.
Beach kan de jai shugule do bikini kan lakai do na ma to mohan la Nagaland la hinsap te sai shugule so rumit na na thagyo na holui mohan bikini kan na lakai gina beach de jai shugule manu kon itu kila manu like uncivilized manu ase ena bhabe ta khan. So it depends on like
geographical area mindset.
Yeah, chaka la hinsap te nishina mindset kan change kore na.
The best impression for me like after coming to Germany is like it's so clean. Yeah, Holibi man sapase. I'm very much impressed and I used to tell my parents back at home.
Kina lage apni yade hadam de pat corporation expense kan kina lagi share.
First part honi do.
Kopi.
I mean like not only about the housing and stuff. Yeah. When I reached Munich for the first time, I didn't know about the S-Bahn, U-Bahn or whatever, the bus and stuff. So I was planning to take a transport to the area where my hostels is. So atemte internet nai. And so yeah, I asked a German guy and he was like so friendly and he was able to help me out. And my first atemte, I thought of like staying 1 week in a hostel and then accommodation paijona, rent paijo. Yeah. It was nearly impossible to find a rent and I have to stay in hostel for 1 month.
All of it koi di na hostel de kya se because mohalla hostel da meaning aro yate la do ala kasu to na.
Hostels also have like 2 hostels. One is like for academic hostels and stuff, but one is like for travelers. Like a hotel, but then they have to share the place with like 4 people, 6 people or 8 people. Yeah.
To ekta room.
Ekta room te. Aro bed to bunker beds like
yeah, in a upside ekta to ekta tinda in na.
Washroom share pro and then we have the kitchen where we can cook and eat.
Yeah, poisa kan safe pro le na.
Yeah. I thought that I would get like in one week, but I started searching. Of course, you get rent okay, but then I was not getting rent not below 85,000.
You to be sharing.
And for me it's like 85,000 per month. It's super expensive, so I didn't want to offer that, so I stayed in the hostel. And then there's this Sisjani, another YouTuber. That's how I came to know her, and I asked, maybe Germany and stuff, which let Naga Manula group and that's how I came to meet Sis Beni, and we went out to a Chinese restaurant. They treat me good food, and we talk about things. And since I was not able to find a rent, they were willing to give me and let me share a place in their apartment. For most of my friends, room ekta manula dujan share grese in a kitchen is 4 or 5 or 6 people, and washroom is mostly 3 people, one bedroom or something. Really, they also pay 50,000 plus at least. Munich too, it's super expensive.
Not everybody will be same adjustable na 6 manulo the room share gruwo, washroom ekta share gruwo, kitchen ekta share gruwo, and then on top of that you have to study. Tairo ni pishi adjustable ase, and then he is very resilient type as there, as far as I know him. To one that I survive gruwo paro. We normal human beings kando, I don't think majority of the people will not be able to survive like that.
I'm a dragon, so I can survive. I started traveling in a very budgeted way, and that's how in adjust ho job train station kan de humai she, and hotel lobby de humai she, reception de humai she, and stuff. So crazy things. So for me it's not really a problem, but of course for most people it will be, as you say.
Apni la mini job plus story ko na.
It's not mini job, it's part-time job.
Part-time job hai to la ko na. Pero ite do paisa kamas do na.
Ekdam satisfying as because yede to 1 hour day in 1,200 in pai to 1 hour kam kora na. So for me, I can work 20 hours per week. Mine is 8 hours shift a day.
16.
They don't let us work more than 8 hours a day. So I also don't want to work 3 days, So do din kam kore, and my restaurant se kam kore, it will be a 5-star hotel day.
So you are working 2 days now. 2 days per career.
And I go to class 4 days.
Winado nijor ke support ko pare. Apni koi thak paisa save kru na travel kru koi thak na.
When in a butterfly pie again. Now since I'm in Europe,
next video we will talk about the process, how you did it, and akan kurbo.
First the comment section out.
Wait, Aisha gole do.
Comment section then manuki na likinaro kota koi tagle kun na so.
Acha hoy na holu ko ba na interest tag shugole do likhiwi. Moi je pichi kota krishna ge.
Bishi kota krishna.
Hoy do man kan alchi lagi thago pare na.
Alchi manu gan de je kun. So manu kan karne bana so. And yet aina sa shugole to hoy. 사랑해.
What's that? Did we right kota peshi koi last word koi dibi apni?
So I'll also give some of my advice. If you are planning to study abroad, then it's very wise to have a job experience first and come here, because if you don't have a job experience, it's very difficult to find a job. A lot of people not able to find a job in the industry that they are planning to work in, and if you're not able to find a job after your studies and your PSW timing, then you cannot extend your visa. The money that you spend, if you work, then you will be able to recover super easily. But if you just study and go back home, then it will be a huge amount. Of course, just rich people are there, but for normal people like us, it's not. It's very, a huge loss,
So apni to ko adam I will break you once. Approximate price kimon huwai to koi diwi apni yate pura la course la, so that maybe people will have an idea also. Private te puri le kiman paisa jai.
So for me, it's it will be around 21 lakhs to maybe 27.
Okay, which will cover the entire process.
The process, the process, the block amount. And then the school fees.
One thing is to agency ja to apni pay no kuro na, to university pero hi tahan ke pay kuro na apni mission mo siya do.
If you bring refer students, then they get a certain percentage of profits that they get. It's very wise to have a job experience first and come in. If not, then life is kind of hard without a job experience, and any stress can be si hojo. And before going to a city, research properly city kinya say, because I also heard from some people that choto cities can do part-time job kan
because timane man na thagyo do na. So Mr. Sam bra 아하도 뭐하나 채널에 빛이 쿠시바이셰.
Thank you.
Yeah. Aro sabi to eman yang hulubi eman power kotha eman wisdom la kotha kushare. The important thing is apni ko hanishna last video de 1000 manu sabi 500 manu sabi duita tinda ke bi help group par shugule to that's our motive na. Yeah, I hope we're able to motivate at least one person. Yeah. Dai na apni khan la comments khan puri de aro haha manu khan moi ke bishi comment kurna koina hulubi dai sorom khai ko share comment back kro. Apni la fan khan bishi ase.
Nai fan na ko moi. I don't take it as fan. I take it as someone good people who are willing to appreciate people. So
to aji do mani grow and aro video side dia karne bishi thanks.
To na ini subscribe korle mona jagale korle subscribe kor mona gale to na gari ko nai kusia se amne kana moi to na I don't beg. Just kidding, yeah, but subscribe kori, like kori, share kori, and next video there aro I job pare cha aro kya comment da kise next video there video. So if you want to hear the things, the funny things and the most interesting things that I'm going to say, come in the next video. Bye.
Acha there guys, so thanks for watching. Aro palwar thagiwi aro next video there aro lok pawa there. Bye bye. Bye good.
Oh bye.